You can't miss the towering statue of Sam Houston on the road north to Huntsville. A tribute to courage for a guy who fought hard for our freedom.
Today I have this from the Alamo. They are surrounded. We can't help them.
A time of great sacrifice, just so we could end up with public officials who've clearly forgotten what freedom means.
Mr. Josephino, we have a set of rules here that citizens only can participate. I know you're not a citizen. I appreciate you coming. Hope you learned something tonight, but we're moving on.
Mayor, we did learn a lot. The local paper, the Huntsville Item, it's complained a lot about the lack of transparency in your town, and they don't know the half of it.
Mayor, I've been denied the right to speak tonight, and I would like to appeal to council.
If non-citizens can't talk to city council, someone ought to tell out-of-town developers they're not welcome either. Maybe that explains why Buc-ee's wasn't welcome here. Under your fake rules, even the governor couldn't talk to city council. And all we wanted to share with elected officials was the fight we're having over public information, trying to expose what a financial disaster the 2016 bond election has been. You love talking about how much you cared when you wanted folks to vote for it.
We have gone to great pains and great effort to make sure that we are representing the people of this city correctly.
The Texas Public Information Act is for all citizens, whether they live in Huntsville or not.
Good. Sit down.
Just want to make sure you knew.
Thank you very much.
And the city council, look at them. They just sat there. Images of sheep come to mind as you and your city attorney violated our First Amendment rights. We knew this wasn't a rule. It's an illegal weapon to try and silence our investigation to keep folks in Huntsville in the dark.
I propose that we do something, open some lines of communication.
When we got back to Houston and looked on the internet, look at what we found. A non-citizen who works at Elkins Lake complaining about flooding out there just 2 weeks before we came to visit. You didn't tell him to sit down. And remember last month when another Huntsville visitor, another out-of-towner, didn't even follow the rules and sign up a week in advance like we did.
Did you sign up to speak? Come on, I'll let you speak, but in the future, please sign up to speak, okay? Hope you learned something tonight, but we're moving on.
We learned plenty that night, Mayor. We know discrimination when we see it. We wanted to share with council that your city attorney wanted to charge us $12,000 just to look at emails detailing the cost overruns of the new police and fire station.
We now have a space that will allow us to do that for years to come.
We hope it's great. It was supposed to be a $20 million police and fire station project, but the price tag ended up at $25.2 million, a lot more money. Your city attorney wants to hide 10,000 emails detailing what happened.
That's a lot of work for somebody that doesn't know what they're doing. I didn't see that.
Former City Councilman Blake Irving says City Council should have leveled with the public a long time ago.
And then just for the sake of being transparent, we should have told the public about it, but they don't like to do that.
The city's been gearing up for the last 18 months to sue the architect design group who designed the new buildings. But it's not the only bond project riddled with cost overruns. The renovation of City Hall, the city's service center, they'll cost millions more than promised.
Citizens of the city of Huntsville deserve to be well served by a public staff.
The city of Huntsville still owes us public records, so we can better see what other bond projects got in trouble and when.
Boy, how are you, man?
I'm good, man. You doing? Nice to meet you. There's a common theme here, and it involves this guy who was in charge of making sure these cost overruns didn't happen. Huntsville's city manager.
When did you first discover cost overruns in any of the projects in the bond election?
Can't answer that.
It's a simple question, really. When did the city manager first learn there was financial trouble on these projects, and how quickly did he tell city council?
We did so timely.
What does timely mean? I mean, like a week, month, 6 months? Could it be months?
No, I'm good.
So, do you have any other questions?
We're glad he's good. But he was the guy who was supposed to make sure the designs for all these projects could be built for what the taxpayers were told they were being built for. We've gotten Kolhavy's business phone records as part of a wider investigation into the bond election and allegations certain developers get special treatment. But look, there are weeks when he doesn't reveal a single call. Since we first asked to see his phone records, employees of the city manager's office have flocked to keep their records secret. Under state law, they can do that, so the city manager can hide calls to other city officials, like Economic Development Director Tammy Gann. We get it. It's all part of that campaign of secrecy. Ridiculous charges to see public records. Fake rules for us when we come to town. We want Huntsville taxpayers to wake up, demand accountability, and remember what these folks are doing. Not to us, but to you.
Good. Sit down.
Just want to make sure you knew.
I hope they remember. I hope Texas remembers.
Sam Houston would be so disappointed.
We are